show you two of those plays. It's about his vision, his patience, and his explosiveness. Here he's one-on-one in the hole with the linebacker, yet he makes him miss. He accelerates to get to that next level. Now he's trapped by 4 defenders, but because of that vision and that cutback ability, he accelerates and picks up another 8 yards. This time, he's able to get through the hole cleanly. You think he's going to run straight up the field for a 10-yard gain. Instead, he has the vision to cut back and pick up an extra 15 to 20 yards.
Now, there's been unrest certainly among the fans here in Buffalo as far as quarterback Tyrod Taylor is concerned. What's your take on him?
You know, Tyrod Taylor is exactly what he's shown over the last 2 seasons. He's a capable runner. He leads the National Football League in rushing yards for a quarterback. He's consistent in that he completes over 60% of his passes. He doesn't turn the ball over. Only 6 interceptions a year ago, only 6 interceptions this year. So there has been some inconsistency with how far he throws the ball down the field. Last year, if you remember, he was one of the best at throwing the ball down the field and getting big throws. This year, not as much.
Time for the Home Depot tools for success for today.
Well, first off, for Miami, Jay Ajayi, the last time these two played at 214 yards rushing. However, the last 4 weeks, he's only been able to gain 205 yards total. And for the Buffalo Bills, Sammy Watkins was on IR with a foot injury. He's been on and off in terms of how productive he's been. 182 yards in the last 4 games. For the Buffalo Bills, Lorenzo Alexander, 3rd in the league with 11.5 sacks, and Jarvis Landry leads the Dolphins in catches and yards.
The playoffs just weeks away. Miami trying to get there, Buffalo trying to get there. More from New Era Field in Buffalo as we continue here on CBS after this message and a word from your local station.
Have some fun in the sun in El Paso when the Stanford Cardinal take on the North Carolina Tar Heels. The Hyundai Sun Bowl, Friday on CBS.
Join host Joel McHale for the People's Choice Awards live, CBS Wednesday, January 18th.
This is what I feel like when I wear regular shoes. Cramped and uncomfortable.
Mr. Long, you've been upgraded.
Which is why I wear Skechers wide fit shoes. It's like first class for your feet. Try Skechers wide fit with air-cooled memory foam.
Every week is a new box full of fresh, seasonal ingredients and step-by-step recipes so you can make dinner that's stirred, seared, topped, enticed, shared, loved, and delivered to perfectly fit your life. Get a free dinner for 2 on your first plated night. Visit cookplated.com.
This is what I feel like when I wear regular shoes. Cramped and uncomfortable.
Mr. Long, you've been upgraded.
Which is why I wear Skechers wide fit shoes. It's like first class for your feet. Try Skechers wide fit with air-cooled memory foam.
Yeah, Chevy was great in that. Who played his wife?
Beverly D'Angelo. Juliette Lewis co-starred as a daughter.
Oh, I think it was,
Chris Columbus was the director. Yukon Cornelius. Narwhals really exist. Never stick your tongue on a frozen flagpole. Actually, guys, it was the ghost of Christmas past. Die Hard is considered a Christmas movie.
That's the unlimited effect. Stream your entertainment with unlimited data when you switch to AT&T and have DirecTV. Plus, get the Samsung Galaxy S7 for free.
Oh, that's lovely.
So graceful.
The corkscrew spin, flawless. His signature move, the Flying Dutchman. Poetry in motion.
And there it is, the baby bird.
Breathtaking.
A sumo wrestler figure skating? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Heather saved by switching to Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. This is the Chevy Malibu. It was awarded Most Dependable Midsize Car by J.D. Power.
It looks great. Wow. What is happening? Oh my gosh, it's going up.
But the Malibu's not the only vehicle that was awarded.
This is mind-blowing.
The Chevy Camaro, Equinox, and Silverado HD were awarded Most Dependable as well.
This is extremely impressive. There's so many.
Doing it once, yay, great job. 4 times, obviously they're doing something right.
Absolutely.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
16, and the stakes are high as neither the Miami Dolphins nor the Buffalo Bills can afford to lose as they hope to earn an AFC wildcard berth. Today's game is being broadcast in Spanish. We're available using the SAP button on your television. Our kickoff is next.
Presenting the Subway Fresh Buzz, served to you by Subway Restaurants. Last week in San Diego, Raiders quarterback Derek Carr threw for over 200 yards and a score, while Latavius Murray and number 30 Jalen Richard combined for over 100 yards rushing. On defense, linebacker Bruce Irvin had 2 sacks, and safety Reggie Nelson got the interception that sealed the victory, clinching Oakland's first playoff berth in 14 years.
With the $3.50 sub of the day at Subway, there's never been a better time to try something deliciously different. Because every day of the week, you can now get a featured 6-inch Subway sub for just $3.50. So mix up your lunchtime routine and treat yourself to the endless flavor combinations at Subway. The $3.50 sub of the day. We took an already great lineup and made it even better. A better price, great taste, and no artificial flavors. The $3.50 sub of the day. Only at Subway.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome back to New Era Field. The Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills as the coaches here in the stadium for today. Adam Gase in his rookie year as the Miami head coach, looking for win number 10 on the year. And on the other side of the field in his second year here in Buffalo is the very familiar visage of Rex Ryan. Let's go down to Jamie Erdahl. Jamie.
Greg, Rex Ryan told us his Christmas wish list this year, and it's short. All he wants is for the Bills' playoff hope to still be alive after today. Now, that's feasible. However, reports started surfacing mid-December that Rex Ryan would not have his job come 2017, as we see a headline from the Buffalo News before Week 15 game. Now, Ryan told us that he handles this situation the same every time. He puts his blinders up. He tells his players, I'll coach as hard as I can for you until they tell me to leave the building. So, Greg, we'll see what Santa brings Rex Ryan this week.
Yeah, Jamie, you know, it's funny. There are people who always ask if coaches are nervous about it or not, and it's hard to tell, but I don't think Rex is nervous about it. I think he goes out and does his job.
Well, and I think he brought up the fact that he was under a lot of those same pressures when he was the head coach of the Jets, and he referenced that. He said, listen, you've got to understand there's going to be outside voices and outside noise in terms of the job you're doing. That's part of being a head coach in the National Football League. But as Jamie just told us, he said, I'm going to coach my tail off until they tell me to leave the building, and the players have responded to that.
The Miami Dolphins won the toss, and they have deferred. They will kick it to the Buffalo Bills, and Brandon Tate is deep. And here we go. This will not come out of the end zone. It'll go through for the touchback. And Buffalo will start at their own 25-yard line, and that means Tyrod Taylor, the Buffalo Bills signal caller, trying to stay off his back while doing his job. 14 touchdowns throwing, 6 more rushing. He's been sacked 40 times.
Well, and some of that has to do with how long he hangs onto the football. And when you're a mobile quarterback like Tyrod Taylor, you tend to extend plays. That's where his strength is. He's extending plays or taking off and running, and that also leads to a lot of sacks and why he hangs onto the ball as long as he does.
So here we go. 2 teams dead set on postseason play. Taylor in this direction throws, and it's batted away. Intended for Robert Woods and broken up by Tony Lippett. On the Bills O-line, left tackle Cordy Glenn won't play today with a bad back. Cyrus Kwanjo starts. And LaShawn McCoy, the big reason why the Bills own the NFL's #1 rushing offense. He has 12 rushing touchdowns so far. Second and 10. McCoy. And McCoy gets buried for a loss of about 4. Ndamukong Suh and Kiko Alonso after him. Miami, 2 Pro Bowlers on their D-line. Suh inside, Cameron Wake outside. Wake with 10.5 sacks on the season. Linebacker Jelani Jenkins didn't play the second half of the Jets game last week with a bad knee. He can't go. Neville Hewitt starts, and cornerback Byron Maxwell's ankle is a problem. Number 36, Lippett starting opposite Xavier Howard.
Well, this was a big problem for the Bills in the first matchup. Only 3 of 13 on third down, this time 3rd and long.
On 3rd and 12, Taylor tucks it, going to run. Just across the original line of scrimmage, but out about 6 yards shy of a first down. Run out by Spencer Pasinger. And that'll force the punting unit onto the field.
This is one of the things when talking to the Miami Dolphins that they have to do. They can't give those clean rushing lanes for Tyrod Taylor. When the pass game breaks down, you have to make him stretch it sideline to sideline. That's exactly what they did that time as Pasinger ran him out of bounds.
Jarvis Landry deep for the Dolphins. Short kick, very short. And it does take a Buffalo roll, and it's going to roll to about the 30-yard line. So that means the Miami offense, and that means quarterback Matt Moore, who last week was a coach's dream scenario. Not only performed admirably, he was superb with 4 touchdown passes, starting for injured Ryan Tannehill in the win over the Jets.
Well, and when talking to Adam Gase about him, he said, listen, he comes in every day. He's the same, whether he's the backup or the starter. He comes in and he prepares hard, and that's why the guys around him are okay with him stepping into the huddle, because they know he's going to be prepared. They know he's going to be ready, as he showed last week against the Jets.
So the Dolphins from the 30. Ajayi, left side, for about 3. Center Mike Pouncey gone for the rest of this season with a hip injury. Veteran Craig Ervik once again starts up front. And we'll keep an eye on the guy you just saw, 23, Jay Ajayi. The last time these teams met, Week 7, Ajayi ran for 214 yards in Miami's 3-point win over the Bills.
Well, and it's important to remember a lot of those yards came in the second half, so he's a workhorse that as the carries increase, his output increases.
Moore throwing outside, and that is complete and out of bounds. Tight end Deion Sims. The defensive leader for Buffalo, veteran defensive end Kyle Williams, just named to his 5th Pro Bowl, fighting a bad back but playing today. Buffalo's other Pro Bowler is linebacker Lorenzo Alexander, a team leading 11.5 sacks. He's been credited with 3 forced fumbles, and cornerback Stephon Gilmore has 5 interceptions. That has him tied for 2nd most in the National Football League. 3rd and 4. Moore gets rid of it and almost picked on the near sideline. Ronald Darby coming up to break it up. Pass intended for Kenny Stills.
Well, and Matt Moore's lucky on this one. He lets go of the ball. The timing isn't quite there. He doesn't release it on time. That gives Darby the chance to cut on it. Fortunately for the Dolphins, that wasn't undercut and going the other way. As you can see, it was on the back shoulder a little bit.
Miami's 48th 3-and-out this season. Coming into this week, 5th most in the NFL. Brandon Tate back at his own 20 for the punt coming up from Matt Darn. Tate at the 17. Back to the 20, breaks a tackle, getting it to the outside, to the 30, 35, and bounced out at the 40-yard line. Terrific return by Brandon Tate. 12-10 to play, first quarter. LaShawn McCoy and the Buffalo offense after this.
I'm pumped you guys fly to Belize. What about Cancun or Jamaica? Could I swim with dolphins?
Yes to low fares to faraway places. Oh yeah, that's transparency.
It's the holidays at Verizon, and the best deals are on the best network. With no surprise overages, you can use your data worry-free, and even carry over the data you don't use. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for only $40 per line. And just for the holidays, get the iPhone 7 free. Hurry, these offers end soon.
We really need to work on our hiding places.
Get the best deals and the best network, only on Verizon.
Well, if you want to sing out, sing out. And if you want to be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to be, you know that there are. And if you want to be me, be me. And if you want to be you, be you. 'Cause there's a million things to do, you know that there are.
What do we do now?
Get your son back.
There's nothing wrong with being afraid. It's what you do with your fear that matters. You and me.
We're gonna get you back.
$12 minutes, 10 seconds to play. Here in the first quarter in Buffalo, and the Bills start thanks to the nice return from Brandon Tate. Start at their own 40-yard line. McCoy changes direction, shakes a tackler, 45, and out to about the 48-yard line, where he is brought down convincingly by Michael Thomas. Talk about keys to the day today.
Well, this is going to be a tough thing for both teams. When you look at, for the Dolphins, you have to neutralize LaShawn McCoy. We saw just what happened there. Cameron Wake had him hemmed in, and he was able to bounce outside. And more consistency, being able to back up last week's performance for Matt Moore. Taylor getting the ball out. We mentioned the number of sacks for Buffalo, and then trying to contain Jarvis Landry in the passing game.
8-yard pickup for McCoy gives Buffalo a 2nd and 2. Taylor throwing, and this is McCoy out of the backfield. He's going to lose yardage. They're going to mark him down at the 45, and that'll make it a 3rd and about 5.
Tyrod Taylor, just a quick screen to the outside. Not a screen in necessity or understanding that you have people there to block for you. Just trying to get an open space, really almost like a sweep when you run a pass play like that. But as you can see from that replay, 2 Dolphins in position to wrap him up for a loss.
Jonathan Williams is in the backfield for the Bills. The rookie out of Arkansas. Taylor with time, throwing downfield, and he's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver.
Well, when I was sitting there watching the backfield of Tyrod Taylor, I thought maybe this was going to be a helmet-to-helmet hit on him. You could hear the collision face mask to face mask, but ultimately it's not called. He had to get rid of the football before Sammy Watkins could locate it or get separation.
That was big Jason Jones bearing down on him. Landry from his own 19 and across the 25 to about the 27-yard line with 10:37 to play in the first. NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. The 2017 Kia Sorento. Learn more at kia.com. Haynes with Fresh IQ advanced odor protection technology. And by Bud Light. Strike gold and you could win Super Bowl tickets for life. Maybe Tyrod Taylor feeling the effects of that hit.
Yeah, as he was walking back to the sideline, it looked like he was spitting blood a little bit.
Moore on the move, throwing on the run, and he's got his man, Marquise Gray, the tight end, and he's out of bounds just shy of midfield. Let's go back to that hit on Tyrod Taylor.
As he's standing in the pocket, you can see the helmet actually hits him in the chest and slides up and hits him low. Jason Jones, the one that hits him, and you can see the cut in his mouth as he's coming off the sideline there. After looking at a closer replay of it, you can understand why the officials didn't call it. The initial hit was in the chest, and then the helmet slid up and got him in the helmet.
From the 48-yard line, this is Ajayi, and Ajayi breaking through and out of bounds at the 45 of Buffalo. Zach Brown pushed him out.
Well, this is one of the things that the Buffalo Bills defense, they talked to us about. They said Ajayi is one of the hardest runners in the National Football League. He's hard to bring down with just one guy, and he's consistently running that way for the whole game.
His production has been down the last several weeks, and it's understandable because he was the hottest running back in the NFL for several weeks.
Well, when you get back-to-back 200-yard games, everybody tends to draw attention to it. Now he's only averaging about 55, 60 yards a game over the last 4. But you can see with the problems the Bills have had stopping the running game.
Ajayi bouncing it to the outside, getting the first down and much more before he's brought down by Corey Graham. Last time these teams met, Ajayi, a career high, 214 against the Bills week 7. Ajayi gashed him with 9 carries of 10 or more yards, including a 53-yard touchdown run. And of that 214, 115 came in the second half when everybody else on the field is getting a little bit tired, Trent.
Well, and the Bills defensively are 27th in the league in stopping the run. If you remember a couple weeks ago, Le'Veon Bell had 236 yards rushing against this Bills defense.
That was a 19-yard burst for the first down. Ajayi again. And this time he's tripped up behind the line of scrimmage. He'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That's Leger Douzable, who busted up, and there's Ryan Tannehill.
Dolphins fans will be excited to see him moving around a little bit. Whether or not he can get back this season, they haven't placed him on IR yet because they're not sure how quickly he'll be able to recover from the knee injury.
Number 32, Kenyon Drake, is in the Miami backfield, the third-round draft pick out of Alabama. Moore going long and incomplete. Landry, the closest Dolphin to the pass. Let's go down to Jamie.
Greg, last week Ryan Tannehill was on the sideline for the Dolphins game. Now, reports were that he was seen with a hard cast on that injured knee. And the report also was that he went to visit Dr. Andrews this week. Now, he's back with the team this week. I saw him this morning. He has a soft brace on that knee, and he's staying status quo. He's making sure he's Matt Moore's second-hand man here today. Full communication with the quarterback.
All right, Jamie, thank you. Loud crowd, 3rd and 11. Moore. Time, throwing, sideline, grabbed as he inbounds. He is marked down at the 15-yard line. Nice grab by Kenny Stills and nice throw by Matt Moore.
And Kenny still working the right sideline. He's got different levels, Matt Moore does, looking at the receivers. Kenny Stills just working to the outside, placed to the outside. Very careful with the football was Matt Moore.
This is Ajayi. Ajayi changing direction, and now we have a whistle that blows the play dead.
Wondering if Rex Ryan was going to throw the challenge flag. It looks like he was able to get it thrown before the ball was snapped.
Our referee is Craig Rolstad.
Prior to the snap, Buffalo has challenged the ruling on the field of a completed catch at the sideline.
Wonder if Rex had trouble getting that challenge flag out before the play snapped.
The full line of Ram ProMaster work vans offer better fuel economy, upfits tailored to fit your business, greater cargo capacity, and easier access to your workspace. Ram ProMaster and ProMaster City let you maximize every hour, minute, and second even more effectively. During commercial van season, competitive commercial owners or lessees are eligible for these incentives on the 2016 Ram ProMaster.
Your phone has been there for you. It's captured your memories, your best and worst days, your whole life, all from the palm of your hand.
But forget that whole piece of garbage because you just got a brand new phone and it's got everything except
your photos. Ugh. So get the Google Photos app and all the photos on your old phone will be on your new phone automatically. Happier holidays from Google Photos.
CBS Tuesday. Celebrate all-time greats Al Pacino, James Taylor, Mavis Staples, Martha Argerich, and superband The Eagles. One night, one stage, one sensational show. Join all your favorite stars. Stephen Colbert hosts the Kennedy Center Honors. CBS Tuesday.
Let's take a look, Trent.
Well, Kenneth Stills appears to have his right foot still on the ground when he secures the catch. Then he gets the left toe down. I don't think there's enough to overturn this. I think the catch stays.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a catch at the sideline and a first down Miami. Buffalo will be charged with a first-team timeout.
So Buffalo loses the challenge, loses a timeout. You know, in talking with Miami coach Adam Gase this week, it's amazing how we talked about what a young team he has, and he says sometimes I look around and I realize how young we are, and it kind of drives me crazy.
It does when you have some of the mistakes that they've made, and you know he's a first-time head coach as well, so it's a give and take, and he's had to feel his way through this, starting the season 1-4, now getting on a hot run of 8 of the last 9 getting wins.
On first down from the 15-yard line, Ajayi to the 10. And Preston Brown bangs him out of bounds.
And that's what I think you're going to see a lot of from both of these teams is consistent running on first and second down, maybe mix in a little play action pass, and then on third down, if you can get it to third and short, you use a short step drop. Dolphins were fortunate on that last third down to pick up the first down because they were in third and long, and that was questionable field goal range with the win that we have here today.
2nd and 5 from the 10. Ajayi, left side. To the 5, gets a first down. It'll be first and goal. Now this Buffalo defense, terrific against the pass, not so much against the run. They give up almost 125 yards a game on the ground.
The Dolphins in a bunch formation to the left, keeping everybody in there tight. That's where they decide to run to. Most of the runs, if you think about it, Greg, most of the runs have gone to the left side of the offensive line. You put that bunch personnel in there, you try and get the small bodies over there because one of them being a wide receiver, 2 of them being tight ends. You can get smaller bodies to try and get the yards as they were able to pick up the first down.
Miami calls a timeout with 6.5 to play. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Taking a holiday in Britain, are you, doll?
Well, the only place you need go
is London.
Is the Highlands, Manchester, Cornwall,
Wales. London's got the best of everything.
Cornwall's got the best of everything. Sport, nightlife, fashion,
Adventure. I'm telling you, Britain
is the only place you really need go.
Expedia, everything you need to travel Britain better.
Kind of looks like our producer Jim Rickoff found his way out of the truck and into the stands.
We saw the guy dressed up as bacon, so we wanted to run after him as well.
Stumbling, Ajayi still fights off a tackler and gets to the end zone. That play started about as ugly as it possibly could, and Ajayi made it work.
Well, getting a chance to talk to Kyle Williams yesterday, he said, listen, Jay Ajayi is a good running back. What we did the first matchup, we didn't tackle well. We bounced off him too many times. We gave him too many second and third efforts, and that's what happened on that touchdown run. They had him tackled for a loss. Douzable has him in the backfield, not able to bring him down, and Ajayi just with those legs, the strength in his legs to get into the end zone.
Ajayi's 8th rushing touchdown of the season. Andrew Franks to add the extra point. And it is good. 6:24 to play in the first quarter. The Dolphins bust through first. Ajayi's touchdown run. The Dolphins lead at 7-0.
Join my alliance and prepare for victory. Bring in the heavy artillery. Now that's how you strike. Mobile strike. Download and play now, free from the App Store.
This year, let's put a new spin on gift giving and go to a place with the best gifts and best brands all in one place. So all we have to do is pick out the perfect one or two. Make the most of our time and money and make sure it's exactly what they want. Let's put something under the tree that will get used all year. Right now, this Ryobi 4-piece Super Combo Kit is just $129. Only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
When your holidays have a Hemi engine, there's no faster way to trim a tree. The countdown is on. The Dodge Big Finish event ends January 3rd. Now get 20% off MSRP cash allowance on select 2016 Dodge Journey models in dealer stock.
Coming to CBS, a high-stakes game of hide and seek. Hunted series premiere Sunday, January 22nd.
Hey, hats off to Buffalo's Marcel Darius, who hosted his second annual Christmas party last night at the Buffalo Niagara YMCA. Darius provided gifts for children and families, and his foundation made a generous donation to the local YMCA. Good for number 99.
You know, it's impressive what these guys do in the community, and especially around Christmas time. Marcel Darius taking care of the kids here in the community. It's pretty impressive what he's able to give back, he and his family.
And it's a matter of fact that the negative stuff is always going to get more play than the positive things do.
It does. That's the sensational part of it, I guess. But a lot of good guys in this league, Marcel being one of them.
The touchback will mean the Bills will start from their own 25-yard line Tuesday on CBS. Celebrate the best of the best with your favorite stars on one stage for one spectacular event. The Kennedy Center Honors Tuesday at 9, 8 Central, only CBS. Miami Dolphins, for first quarter scoring, minus 62 points. That's the worst in the NFL. They get on top 7-0 here in the first. Taylor to throw. Got rid of it and broken up on the near sideline. And once again, Tony Lippett, this time breaking up the pass intended for Marquise Goodwin.
Excellent play by Lippett, driving on the ball, getting that left arm in there. You can see the hesitation, Tyrod Taylor sliding up in the pocket, so that throws the timing off. That allows Lippett to come back and drive on the football. If that ball's thrown on time, Goodwin has a clean catch or a clean opportunity to make the catch.
Buffalo still looking for its first down of the afternoon. Boy, slicing through some narrow openings on the right side. Neville Hewitt makes the stop. A pickup of 8. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Excellent job by the offensive line, kicking out and creating a big lane for McCoy to get through.
Looks like a little confusion now on the offensive side for Buffalo. They're still waiting for additions, and there's changes being made, and the play clock is now down to 12, 11, and 10. This isn't going to work. Timeout is necessary, and it's Buffalo's second here in the first half. You know, I remember I asked you yesterday at the walkthrough, Trent, what's the purpose of a walkthrough? And that's one of the things.
That is, it's personnel. You asked, what's it do for the timing of plays? It really doesn't do anything for the timing of plays. Number one, it's to get the players up and moving around, get them on their feet. You do some of the mental gymnastics that goes into getting ready for a game. But more than anything, it's about that. It's about the substitutions that take place, whether you're putting an extra offensive lineman in. Hey, if a linebacker or defensive back goes down on the punt return, who's going to be his placement? Who's ready on the sideline to make those substitutions? In special teams more than anything, but we saw that was an impact there as the Bills had to waste another timeout.
3rd and 2. Taylor, and this is Felton out of the backfield. He gets the first down and is pulled back. But his forward progress will be marked at the 40 or at the 38-yard line, but it's enough for a first down. Donald Butler was the defender pulling McCoy back.
Well, this was a very similar throw that we saw him make to McCoy that was tackle for a loss. This time Felton able to secure it and get the first down. Not as much attention placed on Felton going out of the backfield to catch the ball as it was with McCoy, who had 2 defenders on him when they tried it the first time.
Number 35, Mike Gillisley, makes his first appearance of the day in the backfield. He gets the handoff and right up the middle to the 45-yard line. Gillisley, a third season vet out of Florida, who's run the ball very well in relief of McCoy.
Well, and you have to get a rotation. When McCoy gets as many touches as he does, you can't expect him to be able to put up with that pounding throughout the entire season. Gillisley giving him nice balance.
On 2nd and 3, they will keep it on the ground and with Gillisley. And Gillisley gets a first down to about the 49-yard line. And Damakong Suh with the stop. Well, these Buffalo Bills, as we mentioned at the very beginning, the #1 rushing offense in the NFL.
Well, and it's the yards per carry. It's the big yards, big gains that they get. 23 rushing attempts of over 20 yards. So they continue to do these short little runs, and then occasionally they'll pop one, and they're best in the National Football League at those bigger runs.
McCoy is back in the backfield and gets the handoff up the middle and makes his way to about the 46-yard line of the Miami Dolphins. Kiko Alonso making the stop.
Well, Kiko Alonso, Buffalo Bill fans know he was drafted by the Bills. He was his rookie season, was the Pro Football Writers of America's Rookie Defensive Player of the Year. The following year, he was hurt and traded to the Eagles. And then the Eagles in the trade down to the Dolphins. That's what puts him in the middle of this Dolphins defense, going head-to-head with the guy that they were swapped for a couple years ago, LaShawn McCoy.
On 2nd and 5, the flip for the screen to McCoy. And McCoy inside the 45 to the 44. That'll leave Buffalo with a 3rd and about 3.
Well, a lot of attempted misdirection by the Buffalo Bills. Fake the handoff, fake the reverse, try and get the defense flowing. It didn't work, as the Dolphins defense was well aware of where McCoy was.
Gillisley back in the backfield on 3rd and 3.
Push!
Taylor, quick shot to the far side, and that is Felton. Felton for a first down. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line, so another Buffalo first down.
Well, I think that's an indication the Dolphins defense need to start being aware of Felton, especially on 3rd down. This is 2 third downs in a row where he's been able to get out in space. The first one, the swing out of the backfield. This time just a flash fake, and he releases out into the flat, picking up 2 key first downs for the Bills on this drive.
Second reception by Felton today. He came in having caught only 4 passes all season long. Gillisley picking his way to about the 30-yard line. Isa Abdul Kudus from the secondary making the tackle.
Well, Gillisley showing a little shake there as well, showing a little a la McCoy when he got the ball, give a little juke to pick up some extra yards. I tend to think of him more of as a power guy, get his shoulders down and go get the yards. That time he gave a little stutter before taking off.
McCoy back in on 2nd and 5. Taylor going to go for it all down the far sideline. It is incomplete. Fans want a flag. There is none. Marquise Goodwin covered by Xavier Howard. Now there's a officials conference on the far side.
Well, Goodwin looking for the pass interference call.
The fans taking a look at the replay you just saw.
Well, and Howard not able to get around. That probably has the reason why the fans are as irritated as anything. He doesn't turn around to try and locate the ball. Tyrod Taylor trying to get it to Goodwin, who has that Olympic-type speed.
3rd and 5, they're going to run out of time. This will be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
One of the reasons why you don't want to carry on extended arguments with the officials is that clock continues to run.
Well, and that's why you can't do it. That's where you have to have the discipline to, from the sideline standpoint, to get the play in instead of waiting to see if the play is going to get a pass interference, or maybe getting caught up watching the replays as opposed to getting the play in, getting the personnel in that needs to be on the field.
So now it's 3rd and 10. Bills 2 for 2 converting 3rd downs on this drive. Taylor. And this is McCoy out of the backfield, looking for running room inside the 30 to the 27. That'll be about 2 yards short. And let's see, the field goal unit is hesitating on the sideline.
Now they decide to send him out. Well, a lot of times as a coaching staff, you have to decide, okay, did he make it to a 4th and 1 or maybe 1.5? When it's all of a sudden 4 and 3, that gets a little 4th and 2.5, 4th and 3. That's a little iffier proposition. So I think that's why there was a hesitation. They wanted to know for sure exactly how many yards it was.
Dan Carpenter, the ex-Miami Dolphin, from 46 yards out. Pushed it, and it is no good. So with a half-minute remaining in the first quarter, Carpenter fails to get 3 on the board. Miami still leads by 7.
Well, if you want to sing out, sing out. And if you want to be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to be, you know that there are. And if you want to be me, be me. And if you want to be you, be you. 'Cause there's a million things to do, you know that there are.
Let's look down, shall we? Oh, is that my feet in the water? Is this the beach? Am I dreaming? No, I'm on a weekend getaway.
This year at T-Mobile, the holidays are on us. For a limited time only, buy a new Samsung Galaxy S7 and get one free. Plus, get unlimited everything with T-Mobile One. Hurry to T-Mobile and get your holidays on us.
Love smart solutions? Try the Philips Norelco Shaver 5000. Re-engineered to follow the contours of your face. It's twice as comfortable as our top-selling shaver. Be your best you. Innovation and you. Philips Norelco. Save up to $50 on Philips Norelco.
If you have a typical airline credit card, you only earn double miles when you buy stuff from that airline. Wait, is this where you typically shop? You should be getting double miles on every purchase. Switch to the Capital One Venture card. With Venture, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase, everywhere, every day. Not just airline purchases. Seriously, double miles. Everywhere. What's in your wallet?
You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Those are the numbers we told you about just a few minutes ago. It makes it probably even more important that Miami gets off to the good start. And did we talk about this possibly being chippy today, Trent?
Jordan Mills and Andre Brandt's getting after it a little bit. And Watsy just happens to walk in. Oh, Richie Incognito. I'm going to give it a little bump, a little tap to the head.
This is Ajayi trying the left side. And plows his way to the 40-yard line. That looks like that may do it for the first quarter. We'll see in how much of a hurry they are to get another snap off there or not. Matt Moore's going to take a walk to the sideline. Well,
Greg, you and I talked about coming into this game. This was going to be a physical game. Neither of these teams like each other. Division opponents. They face each other twice a year, and we saw a little bit of that chippiness after the missed field goal.
For only the 3rd time this season, Miami finishes up the first quarter with the lead. They lead at 7-0. We're coming back to Buffalo right after this. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Call me but love. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo. My love is deep, the more I give to thee. 1,000 times good night.
Energy is a complex challenge. People want power. And power plants account for more than 1/3 of energy-related carbon emissions. The challenge is to capture the emissions before they're released into the atmosphere. ExxonMobil is a leader in carbon capture. Our team is working to make this technology better, more affordable, so we can reduce emissions around the world. That's what we're working on right now. Energy lives here.
Well, if you want to sing out, sing out. And if you want to be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to be, you know that there are. And if you want to be me, be me. And if you want to be you, be you. 'Cause there's a million things to do, you know that there are.
Abracadabra. Alakazam. Hocus pocus. It's not working.
Okay, Google, what's the magic word? The magic word is please.
Please.
Punch it. Star Wars is back.
Do not resist.
The #1 movie in the galaxy is the most exciting blockbuster in years. See it now. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Rated PG-13.
Welcome back, everyone. We started the second quarter, 7-0 Miami. And on 2nd and 6, the give is to Ajayi, right side, turning the corner and gets the first down. Mr. Ajayi off to a good start.
Well, he's been impressive this entire game. Not only the play he just had to pick up the first down, but the last series, getting the touchdown, several times getting big runs, this time breaking through 2 tackles and getting into the end zone for the Dolphins lead.
9 carries for 55 yards and a touchdown so far. And for Miami, a first down at their own 48. In pretty good field position all day long so far.
Well, that's a problem with going for the field goal as the Bills did. If you miss it, you are giving the Dolphins good field position.
Ajayi dancing in and out. Look at that move to get to the 45. Hey, thought your fantasy season was over? It is not. Sign up free and you could win a trip to Super Bowl 52. Join today at NFL.com/playoff challenge.
Well, now that you cross midfield, you got yourself into 2nd and short. This would be a great opportunity to get a play fake and try and get over the top with the big play.
All the receivers at the bottom of the screen. Kenyon Drake in the backfield. Drake with the handoff. And goes the other way. Lots of running room in that direction. Down the sideline for the touchdown.
When I said big play, I thought they were going to get a play action over the top. The Dolphins are like, why would we go to a play action pass when our running game is working so well? This play is intended to run to the left. Drake recognizes there's nowhere to go. He gets collision in the backfield. Matt Moore gets out, gives him a block, and then Kenny Stills down the field, allows him to get into the end zone.
The defense obviously lopsided to the near side of the field and just couldn't catch up.
Well, they were heavily weighted because of the formation the Dolphins had, and then the run starts that direction, so the flow and the pursuit is going to go that way, and quick change of direction by Drake gets down that sideline.
Drake's 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. And Andrew Frank adds the extra point. 45 yards by Kenyon Drake. He had 113 on the year coming in. 14-0 Miami.
most magical time of the year is also the perfect time to take home a new Honda. Like the Accord, the best-selling car in America. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event, only at your Honda dealer.
These pizzas are the same, but depending on the day of the week, they aren't the same price. That's not right, so we're fixing it. Now you can carry out large 3-topping Domino's pizzas for $7.99 every day of the week.
There are some people you should give underwear to this holiday. And there are some people you shouldn't. You shouldn't give underwear to everybody, but for those you do, give them Fruit of the Loom.
I just see a black screen. What are you looking at? Crazy stuff, man. You gotta see this.
Hey, what is this?
It's like some 3D virtual world.
Can I see? Oh, yeah. Look at the moon.
Okay. Miami Dolphins, they need 2 wins, and they are in the postseason no matter what else happens. And look at the playoff picture. New England and Oakland are in. Pittsburgh and Houston division leaders. Kansas City and Miami holding down the 2 wild card spots so far. Baltimore needs to win out in order to make it to the postseason.
Lots of exciting football here the next couple weeks, and Buffalo has to get things turned around here if they want to make this one exciting.
Brandon Tate is deep. This is a line drive kick, going to bounce inside the 10. And this is Mike Gillisley. Gillisley tripped up as he reached the 20 and lost the football, but appeared to cover it at about the 22 or 23-yard line. Michael Thomas making the tackle. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Honda. Hurry in for great deals during Happy Honda Days. By Domino's. Order online at domino's.com. By Amazon Prime. Get free 2-day shipping on millions of items. And by Verizon. It's always a great gift on Verizon. So the Bills trying to rally the troops here from their own 23-yard line. Taylor over the middle. And over the 30 to about the 32 is Charles Clay. To the NFL today, JB and Martin.
Flawless Mariota in the red zone.
Mariota 33 and 0 in the red zone for his career. He finds Rashard Matthews for the 3-yard score to close the lead. Jacksonville up 7-10.
Back to Greg Gumbel, Trent Green, and Jamie Erdahl.
All right, guys, thank you. Do not lose sight of those Tennessee Titans, some talented ball players. Coming to the near side is Tyrod Taylor. Remember, we were talking with Tyrod yesterday. How many scripted runs do you have? He goes, about 10.
Well, and that was one of those scripted runs where it was just a read option. You're trying to read the defensive end, then get to the outside, and you're optioning the corner. And if you look at the majority of his yards, it's when the pocket breaks down and he's able to find some lanes, or the attention is drawn to LaShawn McCoy, and he's able to get out the backside of the defense.
How many scripted runs did you have?
Oh, maybe like 2 or 3.
There you go.
And that had to be short yardage and goal line.
Lots of time, and he's going to throw it deep and overthrows his intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And Taylor ended up on the turf.
Jordan Phillips applying the pressure for the Dolphins as he gets the hit on Taylor as he releases it. Taylor throwing that ball a little bit sooner than he wanted to, but understanding the pressure was coming and tried to anticipate and lay it to the outside.
On 2nd and 10, it'll be McCoy. McCoy gets up ahead of speed and runs out of bounds as we get a penalty marker down.
Holding offense, number 76. It's a 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
John Miller, the right guard, is guilty of the hold.
See Miller with that right arm wrapped around Mario Williams. Then he gets it up around his neck. Easy call for the officials.
So pretty much a hold all over.
That's right.
So now it's a 2nd and 20. Good time, throws to the outside. McCoy. Just look at the Dolphins' surroundings with Sean McCoy. Spencer Pasinger, the one making the tackle, could have been any one of 5 guys.
Well, that's the 7th completion for Tyrod Taylor. 6 of the 7 have gone to the running backs out of the backfield. McCoy and Felton, 1 going to Clay, the tight end, and just haven't gotten the wide receivers involved at all. If you're going to try and make some distance up, you got to make these 2nd long, 3rd and longs. You got to start getting the wide receivers involved in the passing game.
You saw a look at defensive coordinator Vance Joseph on the sideline. Taylor, all kinds of time again. This side of the field, grab across midfield by Sammy Watkins for the first down.
Well, I guess all I had to do was ask for a wide receiver to get involved. Here against the Dolphins, trying to go to a cover 2. They're able to find a window in that gap between the safety and corner, and Tyrod Taylor lays it perfectly to the sideline, allowing Watkins to get both feet down.
20-yard pickup and a first down, and this is Gillisley. Going back to our conversation with Rex Ryan, Rex is always a very colorful conversationalist, and we talked about Sammy Watkins. He says, I don't know how a guy can run around out there with a broken foot, but he does.
Well, and you saw how many games he missed. I think it was 7 games earlier this year with that broken foot, and he's trying to muscle his way through, trying to deal with the pain. Rex told us and shared with it, he doesn't think it's 100% healthy, but Sammy wants to be out there with his teammates and contribute, and quite an effort on that catch.
Gillisley tripped up and down at the 40, about 2 yards short of a first down. The tackle is made by Jason Jones. I think this is the easiest time in the world for the coaches when you get playoff time and you have to win. You really don't have to say much to a team.
You don't. It's when you're still mathematically alive, and the Bills still are. I mean, there's some things that have to go their way, but you get the guys motivated to play, and because it's the Dolphins, that's extra motivation.
This is Gillisley, and Gillisley is going to be brought to a stop about a yard short of a first down.
Well, I think you're going to go for it here. I don't think there's any hesitation whatsoever.
Yep. Rex is pointing downfield. So they will go for it here on 4th and 1. 9.5 to play in the first half.
Well, last time was about 4th and 3, 4th and 2.5. They decided to kick the field goal, and Carpenter's kick got caught up in the wind, and the wind just blew it as it pushed right. Now we're going in the other direction. You see Tyrod Taylor, he's looking over to the sidelines with his arms up in the air, not sure what the call is.
And the play clock down to 5. Right side is Gillisley, and let's see where forward progress is marked. This is going to be
well, that's a really good spot. It's going to be close, Greg.
But it also looks to be a little bit short. He was close, but the official running in right here from the near side is coming up short.
Well, and the actual chains are on the far side on the Dolphins sideline. So based on that angle and where the chains were set on the Dolphins sideline, it looks like it'll be short. See Vance Joseph, defensive coordinator, giving a fist pump because he believes it's short also.
I may be correct for the first time all year. It is short. It is short, and the Dolphins take over. 8:48 to play in the first half.
It's the holidays at Verizon, and the best deals are on the best network. With no surprise overages, you can use your data worry-free, and even carry over the data you don't use. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for only $40 per line. You'll even get the Samsung Galaxy S7, the Pixel, phone by Google, or the Moto Z Droid, free. Hurry, these offers end soon. Get the best deals and the best network, only on Verizon.
The most magical time of the year is also the perfect time to take home a new Honda, KBB.com's best value brand. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event and discover the Pilot, CR-V, and new Ridgeline. Right now at your Honda dealer.
Hey, LaBelle. Yeah? Patty pie. Girl, that's $3.48.
Patty LaBelle sweet potato pie, only at Walmart. $3.48 on rollback. Save money, live better. Walmart.
My father says there once was a good man in you. What did you do?
I got one guaranteed life, and I was gonna live it.
Live by night, rated R, January 13th. 'Tis the season to be merry.
Who wants some eggnog?
Cause CBS has the #1 show.
Jingle all the way.
The #1 drama.
You are awesome.
The #1 news show. The #1 new comedy.
Merry Christmas!
And the #1 news program. Thanks for making CBS America's most watched network.
We remind you, coming up, the Verizon Halftime Report. JB and the guys with all the latest scores, highlights, playoff information, scenarios, etc. Coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. It's the time of year back in the studio, Trent, when those guys get really busy.
Very busy. The playoff mix, trying to keep everything coordinated and understand who needs what to win. And
this is a giant. For about a yard or two, and we check in with Jamie.
Greg, Adam Gase gave us some pretty good insight into the transformation that's gone on in the Dolphins quarterback room ever since Ryan Tannehill was injured a few weeks ago. Usually Tannehill is the serious guy in that room. He takes game planning very seriously. Now, Matt Moore keeps that quarterback room light. However, since the injury, Adam Gase says it's been helpful for these guys to have the role reversed a little bit. Matt Moore is the one with that headset on now under center, and Tannehill, and he said it's good for Tannehill to get his personality out a little bit and take things a little lighter.
All right, Jamie, thank you. High snap. Moore handles it, rolls and throws, and tipped by number 91, Leger Douzable. Oh, Matt Moore went a heck of a long time between victories. And these are the guys who spent the most time between wins with the same franchise, going all the way back to Vince Evans.
How about
Gary
that?
Kubiak.
Look at that number of days. Gary Kubiak, very impressive.
There's a book here somewhere about life as a backup quarterback. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7, the Buffalo fans are alive. Moore, plenty of time, over the middle, broken up. Stephon Gilmore broke it up. The pass intended for Devontae Parker.
Plenty of time for Matt Moore as he stands in the pocket. The Bills start off rushing 5, and then they fall off and only rush 4. That ball a little bit behind. Just if he had gotten that out a couple more feet in front for Parker, but Gilmore getting that right arm in and knocking it away, forcing the punt.
Pretty good defensive stand for the Buffalo Bills.
Much needed defensive stand, Greg.
Tate is deep. And calls for the fair catch and makes the fair catch at his own 21-yard line. 7:51 to play in the first half. Buffalo needs to get something going offensively.
The most magical time of the year is also the perfect time to take home a new Honda. Like the versatile CR-V, a KBB.com Best Buy for 2016. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event, only at your Honda dealer.
Your phone has been there for you. It's captured your memories, your best and worst days, your whole life, Daddy. All from the palm of your hand.
But forget that whole piece of garbage because you just got a brand new phone and it's got everything except your photos. Ugh. So get the Google Photos app and all the photos on your old phone will be on your new phone automatically. Happier holidays from Google Photos.
Let's put a new spin on gift giving and go to a place with the best gifts and best brands all in one place. Let's put something under the tree that will get used all year. Right now, this Roby 4-piece Super Combo Kit is just $129, only at the Home Depot.
You deserve more. More savory. More sweet. More loving. Now get more choices on McDonald's all-day breakfast menu.
A fierce rivalry is renewed. 1, 2, 3, when the Ravens clash with the Steelers.
And in for the touchdown!
Anything can happen when Thursday Night Football is on Christmas. Ravens-Steelers tomorrow at 4:30, exclusively on NFL Network.
Hey, New Year's Day here on CBS. When someone is kidnapped, this is the team that brings them back alive. Catch the series premiere of the new thriller Ransom Sunday, the 1st of January, after 60 minutes only. CBS. 14-0 Dolphins. There is Rex Ryan. So many questions going on about him, and you know, I don't know what ownership or management is going to determine about him. I kind of think 2 seasons isn't enough for a coach to really get things going the way he wants to go. Taylor. And through the hands of McCoy, incomplete.
Well, and I agree with you, Greg. I think when you look at Rex Ryan, he's been here now. This is wrapping up his 2nd season. He's 500 as a head coach for the Buffalo Bills, and if you consider the number of injuries they've had and how they've been able to keep this team together, number of players missing on the defense and offensive side of the ball, I know there have been a lot of reports around there, a lot of speculation about him getting fired. I don't think that's the right move. I think you keep him around for that 3rd year. He still has 3 years left on his contract, but I think you keep him around for a 3rd year and find out what he can do with a healthy roster.
Jerome Felton is being looked at on the near sideline as he has walked off, and over on the other side of the field, they're getting a look at Neville Hewitt. Change has been almost the order of the day here every few years.
Well, and that's why you just need some consistency. That's why I stated I don't think 2 years is enough time. The players are still playing hard for him, and when you consider how many guys they've got off the street that they've had to sign because of injuries and other issues, they bring guys in, and Rex Ryan, as I said, sitting at 500, about giving 1 more year, because as you just mentioned, some consistency is a good thing, not only for the players, but the organization as a whole.
On 2nd and 10, Taylor throws, sideline complete, and we have a penalty marker in the backfield. Robert Woods made the catch, but let's check the flag. It's going to go back. It's going to be a holding call on the Bills.
Holding. Offense, number 79. 10-yard penalty replay. 2nd out.
It's the right tackle, Jordan Mills.
You see him on the right side of the screen here. He's just going to get that right arm up around the neck of Terrence Fede. Easy call for the officials as Taylor tries to break, contain, and get to the outside.
And that wipes out a 20-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 20 now. This is McCoy. And McCoy out close to the 20 before Ndamukong Suh chases him down. There's a familiar face here to Buffalo fans and a sign of the great years that the Bills enjoyed here. Jim Kelly.
Talk about consistency and stability at the quarterback position. Great player for many, many years. As you mentioned, a Hall of Fame player. Tough.
Here's a 3rd and 12. Taylor with good time, now on the move and going to run, and has lots of room in front of him. Gets a first down and more. Out of bounds near the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 42. And that is part of what Tyrod Taylor brings to the table, 23 yards.
Well, and the Dolphins went to a man-to-man with a zone deep, so you're trying to play a man under coverage, and nobody's assigned to the quarterback, which is really rare when you're playing the Buffalo Bills and Tyrod Taylor. You usually have somebody as a spy if you're going to go to a man-to-man coverage. Miami just gets pinned inside and allows him to get to the outside and get down that sideline for a big first down.
This is McCoy. And McCoy across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. Jerome Felton is back in the lineup for Buffalo, having been looked at briefly on the sideline.
Well, Greg, they've had to get away from some of those inside runs that we saw them do so much in the first quarter because of penalties. All of a sudden, you get a 2nd and 20, you get a 3rd and 14, you get 3rd and 11s, you get 2nd and 13s. All of a sudden, you take away that inside run where you're chipping away at those 5- and 6-yard gains and hoping that McCoy can suddenly break that into a bigger game.
On 2nd and 4, it'll be McCoy again. Cuts inside of his block, gets a first down and a lot more. Inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line where Michael Thomas makes the stop. What a nice move by LaShawn McCoy, 14 yards.
Keep an eye on 42, Jerome Felton, as he gets to the outside and he kicks it out. So McCoy is able to bounce it to the inside. Felton is such a big factor in LaShawn McCoy's gains because he's able to get that initial tackler out of the way, letting McCoy get to that 2nd level.
47 yards on the ground now for LaShawn McCoy, and Gillislee gives him a break. Taylor has time, going for it all to the end zone, and it is caught. Sammy Watkins, touchdown.
This is why Rex Ryan said it's important for Sammy Watkins to be on the field. No matter how healthy he is, he's a difference maker in the passing game. A year ago, Tyrod Taylor was averaging 8 yards per attempt. He secures that ball. There's no bobble with the football as he goes to the ground. He gets both feet in bounds.
First glance, Trent, I thought he had overthrown Watkins.
I did too. I know exactly what you're thinking. As that ball left his hands, Watkins wasn't in the clear, able to accelerate and make the touchdown grab.
Extra point by Carpenter is good. And just like that, Buffalo cuts Miami's lead in half. Tyrod Taylor with the touchdown pass. 38 yards. It's 14-7 Miami.
They say 500,000 people watch the Boston Marathon.
Hey!
Baby! Just moments ago, explosions near the finish line.
We got a possible suspect.
Is that the guy?
We're dealing with 2 bombers.
Every inch of this city is getting searched.
We're tracking reports.
He's on his way to New York.
The world is watching. Clock is ticking.
They messed with the wrong city. Patriots Day, rated R.
So what would you like?
Can I have a 2017 Lexus LX 570 with dual screen entertainment?
Yeah.
If you're going to wish big at the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get up to $2,500 customer cash on select 2016 and 2017 models for these terms. See your Lexus dealer.
January 2nd, get revved up. Monday comedies are back with new moods.
New temptations. Can I give you one smoldering look?
New sights.
I am sensing a disturbance in my hair.
And new sounds. It's all new CBS Monday, January 2nd.
The touchdown pass, Trent.
Well, and the important thing, this is an unusual throw because they have 3 receivers all running in the same area, but they're trying to get Sammy Watkins, 14, matched up on corner, Xavier Howard to the outside. And when you're able to get one-on-one, the reason you go 3 guys that vertical is because you're trying to hold safety Michael Thomas in the middle of the field. So why would you have 3 receivers together? You hold the safety, you get one-on-one on the outside, and they have the ability, Watkins has the ability to accelerate as he did there and make the catch.
And 5:06 to play here in the first half. As we look at the NFC playoff situation, Dallas and Seattle. In Atlanta, Detroit, division leaders, and the Giants and Green Bay holding down the first two wild cards. Can't count Tampa Bay out. Can't count Washington out.
Great time of year with all these games coming down to the final 2 weeks. A lot of shuffling will be going on between this weekend and next weekend.
Yeah, we'll be coming to you for about a half an hour to explain everything.
That's right.
Ajayi in the backfield. Moore on the move to the sideline. And it is incomplete. Intended for Jarvis Landry. Ronald Darby was covering.
Jarvis Landry at the top of this route. It's a bootleg coming to him. Watch how he slips coming out of the cut. You'll see him go to make his cut. He actually slips, puts his hand down. Not able to secure that ball as he's falling out of bounds. When I initially saw him slip, I didn't think he was going to get up and have a chance. I thought maybe the Bills were going to get an interception, but impressive on Landry's part to get his hand down and keep his feet and come back and get his hands on it.
Pretty much rained all night here in Buffalo into the morning and stopped about an hour and a half or so before game time. Ajayi will try the near side. What a great job he does of waiting for his blocks, doesn't he, Trent?
Well, it was, and I honestly thought Deion Sims was going to get called on a holding call. Lined up on the left side. He had that left hand hooked underneath the pads of the outside rusher. Looks like it was Lorenzo Alexander that he had his hand up underneath his pad. Watch on the right side of your screen right here. See how he gets that hooked, and because Alexander came off and made the tackle, maybe that's why it wasn't called, but it looked like he held him enough. I thought a flag was going to come out.
Matt Moore went all the way to the sideline to get the play call, and that's why he's behind the 8 ball here. 3, 2, got the snap. Under pressure, quick pass. And looking for a first down and spinning is Deion Sims. And he probably has it just across the 35-yard line.
Well, when this ball was initially released, I thought there was no chance that he was going to pick up the first down. And see him on the left side of your screen. He just blocks real quickly. It's a tight end screen. 4 defenders right there to make the tackle. Kyle Williams comes in late, but not until the first down was picked up.
3:45 to play in the first half. Ajayi. You mentioned it earlier. These Bills know the problem that they've had with missed tackles.
Well, they mentioned it to us. They talked to us about it. They said, listen, we can't have that same type of performance against Ajayi or any of the Dolphins for that matter and expect to come out with a win. There have been a number of missed tackles already on the 2 touchdowns by the Dolphins, and then there on a key third down, not getting Sims wrapped up.
As we get closer to halftime, you know what we're going to say. It feels like Miami is letting Buffalo kind of hang around a little bit. Ajayi again. Look at that dance to find the hole and get close to first down yardage, and we have a penalty marker down.
Holding. Offense. Number 70. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay. Second down.
That holding call is on the right tackle, Jawan James. I believe that's the first penalty on the Miami Dolphins today.
Well, and that's a costly penalty because it would have been 3rd and 1. Now all of a sudden it bounces them back to 2nd and extremely long.
Second and 18. Quick pass. Landry. Slip. Regained his balance. Trying to come back the other way. Landry with running room. 40. And down at about the 42 or 43-yard line. Zach Brown, Corey Graham converged to make the tackle.
This is impressive individual effort. You mentioned he slipped, goes down, keeps that hand, keeps his feet alive, is able to make the cutback. You can see they're taking the aggressiveness of the Bills defense and they're over pursuit. It happened earlier on Drake's long touchdown run when he was able to change direction. It happened that time for Landry as he worked his way across the field.
15-yard pickup will leave Miami with a 3rd and 3 when we come back after the 2-minute warning. 14-7 Dolphins.
Type 2 diabetes? Listen up. We're not professional athletes, but that doesn't mean we're giving up.
I'm in this for me.
For me. Along with diet and exercise, Farxiga helps lower blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes, lowering A1C by up to 1.2 points.
Do not take if allergic to Farxiga. If you experience symptoms of a serious allergic reaction, such as rash, swelling, difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking and seek medical help right away. Do not take Farxiga if you have severe kidney problems, are on dialysis, or have bladder cancer. Tell your doctor right away if you have blood or red color in your urine, or pain while you urinate. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, genital yeast infections in women and men, serious urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, and kidney problems. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have signs of ketoacidosis, which is serious and may lead to death.
I'm in this for my family.
I'm in this for me.
Ask your doctor about Farxiga and learn how you can get it for free.
So, you're a man of culture, or a man of adventure, or a man of culture who's out for adventure. You know when to hit the scene, or get far away from it, because it's all about striking the perfect form. Beach Yesterday with Phoenix 3 HR from Garmin.
Keep on sunny side, always on sunny side. Keep on sunny side of life. It'll help us every day. It'll brighten all our ways when we keep on sunny side of life. When we keep on sunny side of life.
The other half of the brothers Ryan.
It's interesting having both of them on the same field together. See all the different teams that Rob has been a defensive coordinator of, coming in to assist his brother with the Buffalo Bills. That in addition to Dennis Thurman, the defensive coordinator, trying to get a big third down stop here.
Yeah, let's see how that defense does here on 3rd and 3. Moore going to throw for it outside. A little high and a little behind Damian Williams, his intended receiver.
Well, and they're fortunate that ball didn't tip up in the air, and Buffalo was able to get the interception and go the other way. Anytime you throw it high out into the flat and you have a defender behind, that's a scary proposition. Saw that tip up in the air. We do this all season. Anytime I see a ball tipped around the middle of the field, I look at you, I hold my breath. I'm like, oh gosh, that brings back some bad memories.
Brandon Tate back at his own 15 for Matt Darr's kick. And he's going to let it bounce. And it takes a Miami roll to the 15-yard line. Buffalo starting off. 2 punts, missed the field goal, turned it over on down, and scored the touchdown.
Well, yeah, you look at, they were able to get some things going here the last 3 possessions. You mentioned the missed field goal. Some people in the stands with the grumblings want them to go for it on 4th and 3. Then they decided to go for it on the next series, got stopped on 4th and 1, and then they went down and were able to get the touchdown. Big touchdown pass from Tyrod Taylor to Watkins.
And a chart like that is worth watching because maybe it's an indicator or you're figuring the defense out as the game goes along.
You're starting to, but now with under 2 minutes to go and only the 1 timeout, you can't call this drive the same as you did the other 3.
Taylor running out of time, had to throw it away. Just a reminder for you, coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report, JB and the guys back in New York with scores, highlights, and everything else. NFL coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report.
Well, it's important to remember why they only have one timeout left. Earlier, they challenged the play in the first quarter. Kenny Stills, did he get his feet in bounds? Yes, it was in bounds, so that took one timeout away. Then they had a personnel issue that caused them to burn a second timeout, so that's what leaves them only with one.
Taylor, little pump fake, and now throwing. Watkins slipped, and the pass is intercepted. And no, it's going to be ruled incomplete. He did not take it cleanly. Bakari Rambo. Watkins looked to be all set to pull it in and then lost his footing.
Well, and Greg, you mentioned a minute ago how heavy the rains were last night and into the morning. We've already seen several times today the footing issues. That time the ball is underthrown. Watkins tries to plant to come back. He slips down. They're able to tip the ball up in the air. Clearly that ball hits the ground.
3rd and 10. Taylor under pressure and going down inside the 5. Cameron Wake make it 11.5 sacks on the season.
Well, and that's the Dolphins getting a quick timeout. That's smart with the sack down inside the 5. I thought Taylor had a chance to slide up in the pocket, but with that angle, you see Sue in the middle of the field.
A timeout back in half a minute.
Who's ready to tailgate? Yeah!
You know, they say the pregame is almost as important as the game. I gotta agree. You guys have your football practice. That's for you. But this is how we get ready.
Tailgating! Woo!
Do you have a pregame ritual? Like something wacky you do? Like
You should just scream in the mirror. I'm hungry.
I'm on it.
Larry Culpepper, this is for you.
Oh.
In your face.
I go down the pepper here.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Jarvis Landry is deep for the punt. Just got it away, and Landry, midfield, 40, and brought up short of the 35-yard line with 1:11 to play.
Well, minute 11 to play, and that one timeout they still possess, so Matt Moore can still use the middle of the field. And when now you're condensed in this part of the field, not only can you use the middle of the field, you can also, because the field is shortened, you can get your guys up to the ball and spike it as well. So he's got a full repertoire of plays that he can go with and not worry about the time right now.
Is that the first time all year you've used repertoire?
I think so.
I think it is.
I saved it for the holidays.
You know, the quarterbacks have done today. Tyrod Taylor, as you would expect, with the edge in rushing yards.
Neither quarterback particularly accurate so far today. Been some slips, receivers going down, and some tip balls.
Moore with time over the middle, and it is almost intercepted at the 20-yard line, in and out of the hands of Ronald Darby.
Well, we just saw the Dolphins miss an interception on a tipped ball. This time, Moore trying to squeeze one in over the middle. That ball's tipped and bobbled. Zach Brown's the one that gets his hand on the ball.
Darby was that close to his first pick of the year. 2nd and 10 with 1:06 to play in the half. Give it to Ajayi, and Ajayi down to the 25, and that's a first down.
Well, you can go up here and spike the ball, or they're not spiking the ball. They're just, because of the run play, you have everybody grouped together. Receivers aren't downfield trying to get back, so go ahead and call a play and get a snap ball.
Moore, sideline pass, low and incomplete. Kenny Stills, intended receiver.
Well, we just showed the graphic of the two quarterback comparisons, and neither quarterback has been very efficient in terms of their completion percentage. We've seen some errant throws. The previous series, we saw Tyrod Taylor on the deep ball being a little short with it. That time there, Matt Moore is on the back shoulder, and the receiver's not able to keep his feet and come back for it. We talked about the rain. The rain's not happening right now, but because it's on the field, do the balls, when they get snapped up to the quarterback, are they wet when it gets in their hands? It's definitely affecting the grip and the accuracy.
Moore on 2nd and 10, gonna go for it all to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone by Corey White.
Well, and that's a decision that Matt Moore can't make, understanding that you're already in field goal range. You can go into the half and get points. He lays this ball down the middle of the field. Really no chance for his receiver to come up for it. Kenny Stills is the one in the middle of the field. Corey White right in position for the interception. Matt Moore's got to understand, they deferred the coin toss. They were going to get the ball first coming out in the second half. Use the clock, go ahead and get the field goal. It gives you momentum coming into the half, knowing that you're getting the ball first coming out in the second half. So you have to understand that entire thing.
Matt Moore started the day throwing the ball, completing 3 out of 5. He is now 2 for his last 9, including the interception. This is McCoy. And McCoy, running room, left side, has a first down to the 33. Bills with 1 timeout remaining. And the clock continues to move, coming up on 15 seconds to play. Taylor, short one over the middle, and that is complete to Robert Wood. And they use a timeout to stop the clock with 5 seconds to play. We'll take a quick break, come back in 30 seconds, don't go away. 14-7 Miami.
Hi, I'm Paul, and by now you might know me as the guy who switched to Sprint because all networks are great. But get this, Sprint has this crazy deal on their new unlimited plan with the 3rd, 4th, and 5th line free. Yep, unlimited data, talk, and text for your whole crew. Oh, you'll need the best unlimited data plan because, well, you have to get the new iPhone 7. It's on top of almost everyone's holiday list.
Find out how to get a free iPhone SE. It's the best gift this holiday season.
How's that for a happy holiday?
This could quite possibly be the last play of the first half. A little razzle-dazzle. McCoy goes to the sideline, but doesn't get there before the time expires here in the first half. Some boos raining down from the Buffalo fans, but a look at the scoreboard tells you they are not that far off. 14-7, Miami in the lead. We'll be back with the Verizon halftime report after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
CBS Tuesday. Celebrate the greatest performers of our time. Acting legend Al Pacino. James Taylor. Soul sensation Mavis Staples. Martha Argerich. And America's all-time super band, the Eagles. One night. One stage. One sensational show. Join all your favorite stars when Stephen Colbert hosts the Kennedy Center Honors. CBS this Tuesday.
Don't miss TV's most watched drama, NCIS CBS this Tuesday.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. This is the Chevy Malibu. It was awarded Most Dependable Midsize Car by J.D. Power.
It looks great. Wow. What is happening? Oh my gosh, it's going up.
But the Malibu is not the only vehicle that was awarded.
This is mind-blowing.
The Chevy Camaro, Equinox, and Silverado HD were awarded Most Dependable as well.
This is extremely impressive. There's so many.
Doing it once, yay, great job. 4 times, obviously they're doing something right.
Absolutely.
This is Peloton, the indoor cycling experience designed to happen in your home. Only Peloton allows you to take high-energy live and on-demand studio cycling classes without having to go anywhere. Ride live with some of the best studio cycling instructors in the country. Ride flexible with thousands of on-demand rides. Ride connected alongside riders from all around the world. This is fitness evolved. This is Peloton.
Every week is a new box full of fresh, seasonal ingredients and step-by-step recipes so you can make dinner that's stirred, seared, topped, enticed, shared, loved, and delivered to perfectly fit your life. Get a free dinner for 2 on your first plated night. Visit cookplated.com.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Watch every live, local, and primetime game on your phone with NFL Mobile. It's the best. And I'm the best. Exclusively on Verizon.
Bortles taking another shot, looking for Lee. Great adjustment. The catch. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Great with the handoff. And goes the other way. Lots of running room in that direction. Down the sideline for the touchdown.
Rivers has his man. It's Antonio Gates wide open for the San Diego touchdown.